I'm just gonna go into it. I have his Mojo dialer up. We're gonna dial on his specific area. And then after that, I'm gonna roll into Vulcan 7 dials for my client in North Carolina. So here we are with Mojo dialer. Here we go. So Mojo offers a really great integration between Mojo and Vulcan 7. Oh, he's got 5 more appointments to reach his goal. That's pretty cool. All right, we're going to use the cell phone number. House expired. I'm setting up the voicemail right now. Number of lines. Oh, you only have a single line? Man, we got to get you on the triple. It's all right. I want to dial things, okay, that have never been dialed, which I think is his list. Call this list starting with new leads. There we go. I want to do the new expireds from today. Callback message, script. All right, here we go. There are 134. All right, and then let me just, I am going to print this out really quick so that I have all of his information. The Mojo dialer is really cool. You can log in right from your phone. I don't use the computer when I'm doing Mojo. I just dial right from my cell phone, which I prefer. Okay. I feel like I get a better connection rate, connection speed when I'm doing it right from my cell phone. All right, so I have all of his information right here in front of me. Orbit, Keller-Williams, Hudson Valley Realty. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get for him. People have been much nicer today. I set a few listing appointments in the $400,000 to $600,000 range. Hello, hi, is this Miss Bernick?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Aleta. I'm calling on behalf of Matt Warbit with Keller-Williams Hudson Valley Realty about your property that just came off the market.
Yes, it is.
Yes, if you still had an interest in selling this, Matt would like to speak with you. He specializes in that price point and area.
Well, at the moment we're doing stuff in the house, so we.
Okay. Doing a few updates to the property.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you consulted with a real estate agent as far as your updates to see what type of value it would add to your property? I know he'd be available by.
Probably won't add much, yes.
Okay. At the very least, I'd love for him to come by tomorrow and meet with you guys to kind of go over your plans and get a price point together.
Not available.
Would Saturday be better?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Well, after another time. Okay. After you do your renovations, about how long before you'd like to put it back on the market?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a few weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be just enough time to meet with each other and plan and really put a plan together so that we have a better success this time around. Do you guys plan on relocating after this property sells?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where do you guys plan to move to, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, yeah, I do, kind of.
Okay.
I don't. Okay.
Right. No, I understand. Would you be open to just a courtesy call? That way you guys could be on a first name basis. I understand you'd want to be comfortable. If you're open to it, he'd love to just call and introduce himself and then, share his resume with you.
Sure.
Okay.
Not right now, though.
Okay, great.
Not today.
Okay. Would tomorrow or the weekend be better for you then, Ms. Brennan?
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Great. Well, I'll go ahead and let him know. It was wonderful talking to you, and thank you so much for taking my call.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. Okay, so that was a $2.9 million listing. My first call right out the gate. That was really cool. It looks like, they want to do a couple things, then get it back on the market in a couple of weeks. So this is a $2.9 million home. She doesn't know me from anybody. The fact that she was that open to share information is pretty amazing. What I'm going to do is get this information over to him so that he can call her. Let's see. So let's see here. I'm going to set up an appointment for him to just reach out to her casually. Let's see here. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. That would be the 7th, right? Yeah, okay. So let's see here. Intro call. I spoke with Jane. They want to do a few updates to the home, then relist it in a few weeks. She seemed open to meeting with you, but wanted a call first. Assigned there. Okay. High priority. Save. All right. I'm just making sure that my notes are dialed in. I'm going to go right into the next phone call. Wants to listen in a few weeks. She is doing a few updates. Please call tomorrow to introduce yourself. Okay. So we'll post that, hit contact, and we're off to the next phone call. Okay, that was kind of cool. First call, and they answered it. It was a great price point.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Okay, I'm going to drop the message that's been pre-recorded.
42629.
Okay, so he has pre-recorded voicemails that are already in his Mojo dialer, and I'm just going to go ahead and drop those messages as I'm dialing. We're dialing, it's just a single line dialer. Okay, so it called that one. It's going to call through all of her phone numbers. Mojo is fantastic because it gives you a triple line dialer, and usually with expireds, I like to use a triple line just to get through everything. Typically with really good data, we have a pretty high contact rate, so you don't necessarily need a triple line. It's just a good way to get through.
Hi, you've reached Liza's mailbox. Please leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang.
There we go. Drop the message. So that was her good phone number. And then, yeah, we're just going to go to the next phone call. Like if you're dialing for sell by owners or really good data with expireds, you don't need to have a triple line dialer so much, but it's nice because it'll attempt all the primary phone numbers at once, and the first person that answers, you get it. And it's only like $60 more than the single line. So I feel like it's more time efficient.
Automatic voice message system 8455988.
Yeah, so this is 𝗤𝗏𝘀 data using a Mojo dialer. I'm using the single line. The caller ID is connected to the client that I'm dialing on behalf of, and all of his voicemails and stuff are already preset. His calendar's integrated, so I'm able to book appointments around his existing availability. All of his groups and everything are already here. All right, so this one was expired, and then it was relisted in January, and it got expired again. It was for $539,000, and the status change date was February 3rd. So let's see if he answers. That's interesting that it was expired and then went active.
Please leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.
Okay. That's going to be so awesome if he gets that listing for 2.9 million. That's going to be crazy. You just respond on a post and get a $2.9 million listing.
9147.
That's pretty cool. I mean, this data works. You have to work it like, you know, any other lead, but I mean, you really have to be responsive to these expireds. It's not like a referred lead.
I'm able to get to the phone right now. Please leave a message and we will get back to you.
So what's difficult about converting expired data is that they essentially just kind of have a really bad relationship with a real estate agent. So by us calling them being like, hey, get back into a relationship with a real estate agent, they're a little gun shy. So it's a little bit more difficult to convert them just because you have to prove yourself. It's very different from even for sell by owners. For sell by owners are that classic do-it-yourselfer. They want the gratification of selling the home themselves. and saving the money and being able to tell everybody, you know, that they sold the home themselves. So you're almost like getting over that ego in a little bit, not in a bad way, just, you know, that gratification of doing it themselves. But an expired, I mean, someone just promised them for 100+ days that they could sell their home. So when we get hung up on or cussed out, we're dialing, we're not getting anybody to answer. Not only are they being harassed right now, borderline harassed by people that are dialing the same list, but it's also, you know, the one person that they don't want to talk to. They don't want to be sold by a real estate agent again. And not to say that that's what's happening, but when a real estate agent takes a property and it doesn't sell, you know, I'm not saying that every single time they didn't have any business taking that listing. What I'm saying is that usually, hello, hi, is this Lawrence?
Yep. Who's this?
Hi, Lawrence. Yes, my name's Aleta. I'm calling on behalf of 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗿 with 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗧𝗿. Just wanted to call you real quick about your property off of in Pearl River, off of Pearl Street.
Listen, I get like 100 calls from realtors a day. I'm on a do not call list.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can appreciate that. Oh, he hung up on me. Okay, see, I mean, here's another one. He was on the market for 164 days. The last thing he wants to do is talk to a real estate agent. But if he would have hang on for one more second, I probably could have got him. Just he hung up too fast. Hung up on me. Said he gets 100 calls a day. Now, if this was my data, I would recall him. I would just redial him. But that's, you know, that's my reputation on the line, not theirs. So let's see here. Next contact, next record. When you're the real estate agent calling on behalf of your data, or if you give your assistant permission and somebody says something like that and then hangs up, I would call them back and say, give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Give me the opportunity to earn your business. I sold the home next door to you. I sold the home down the street from you. You know, I'm confident that we can get it sold if that's still your plan. And usually they stay on the phone. Usually they'll be like, all right, you got 2 minutes. What do you want? You know, or they'll at least start giving you their story as to why they don't want to sell it again, which is what you want anyway. You want to know what their plans are. If they don't want to relist right now, when do they want to relist? And that makes that call worth it, because then it becomes a nurture for you. So, but getting back to what I was saying, a lot of these expireds, you know, just think of that situation where you've had an expired listing and you go to the homeowner and they're like, I need 369 for it. And you're like, yeah, the comps are supporting 340. And they're like, no, I'm going to sell it for 369. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put it on the market and see. Well, you know, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure there. And a lot of times what happens is that the real estate agent doesn't maintain constant communication with this lead. So not only are they disappointed that their home didn't get sold, but then the communication stops. And I know that because when I'm asking these expireds, you know, why do you think your home didn't sell? And they're saying, well, the realtor wouldn't return my call. I doubt they're returning other people's calls about buying the house. They start to get that doubt that you were doing your job that they hired you for. And this is very personal to them. Most of these homeowners are selling their main residence. So it's a stressful, emotional process to leave one home and get into another home. And as they're daydreaming about where they're going to go and getting rid of this property and moving up or downsizing or moving across country, they're putting that faith in you. So
Hi, this is Joe from Cabin Construction.
with you not doing what you said you were going to do with selling their property, you're just basically a dream killer at this point. I mean, we've all had expireds, you know. I actually don't know how many expireds I ever had. I had probably a 99% close rate, but I also wouldn't take properties unless they comped out. So I never took properties that I didn't feel confident. Hello, hi, is this Ms. Reichman?
No, sorry, you have the wrong number.
Oh, okay. I don't suppose you know the owners of the property off at Harriman Avenue.
You know, so funny, I got a call also about someone thinking this number belongs to the Harriman Avenue.
Yeah.
No, this is a different address, so.
Oh,
Could you
okay.
take the number off the list to the wrong address?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you guys have any plans of buying or selling real estate in the next 6 months?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Wrong number. Does not have real estate plans. So yeah, whenever I took listings, I always took them for what it would comp out for. I know plenty of real estate agents that, you know, will put a sign in the ground, you never know, or, you know, to get the buyer business. You know, there's lots of things that we do and that we're hopeful to do. And I mean, sometimes, I mean, there's even a coaching program on how to take the listing and then work them through price reductions so that you can just keep their business. And, you know, it's just, it's not what I did, but I mean, I also haven't taken a listing in 5 years. So, you know, the market has definitely changed since I was in production. I'm always shocked though when I see homes under 500,000 that are expiring, especially like in the 200 to 350 price point. I just, whenever I'm calling through, I have to know the story. I'm like, what happened? How could a property for 269 expire? You know? Yeah, Brittany, people can be pretty rude while you're dialing, but it's all right. I get it. They're disappointed. At least they didn't tell me to F off. I've been getting that a lot this last week. I've been dialing Arizona quite a bit, and I'm just getting like the rudest people. And then today I finally set a listing appointment. So it was pretty nice, but it took like 6 hours of dialing to even get that one good contact. Okay, so this one is for 879. It was built in 2000. Drop message. All right, I just left him a voicemail. Man, it really started off with a bang. Let's see if we can get another one. And if that one guy didn't hang up on me so fast, that probably could have been a pretty good appointment. All right. Hello? Is this Miss Canavan? Okay. Yeah, Brittany. That's really exciting though. Do you have anybody from your sphere? Hello, hi, is this Brendan or Sylvia?
No, it's not normal.
Oh, okay. Are you the owner of the property off of Dunderberg Road? They hung up on me. All right, this one was listed for $339. See, this is what I'm talking about. $339, 82 days on the market. Like that price point in other markets is moving. I mean, even for sell by owners are selling for that price point. In some areas, like that price point doesn't even exist because it sells so fast. I mean, you could circle prospect every home for 200 to 350 and probably have it sold before the listing even hit the market. Like what made this one to where it didn't sell? Like how overpriced was it? You know, is what I think about. And let's see here. So the Z estimate is 389. It was priced for 339. You know, it makes me wonder, like, was it really hard to show? Is it a crazy cat house? You know, did they smoke in it for 40 years and now it's unpleasant? You know, I mean, it's just crazy because I mean, it looks like it was, I mean, obviously the Z estimate may not be accurate. It's not accurate everywhere. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, unless the homeowners just rejected every offer. Hello, hi, is this Teresa?
It is.
Hey, Teresa, my name's Aleta. I'm calling on behalf of 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗿 with Keller Williams Hudson Valley. Just curious about your property off of Kings Highway. It looked like you had it for sale for a little bit.
It went for auction on December 4th. You're about the 15th person I've spoken to in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was listed for sale and expired on February 1st. Did it end up selling?
It went to auction on December 4th.
Auction December 4th. Okay, I wonder what.
Yeah.
I wonder what the issue was. Okay. Did you guys want to buy any other property now that that one's off your hands, or what are your plans?
No, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Teresa. Okay, so she's saying that it went to auction. Must see, come view this beautiful home in Valley Cottage in December. And it was listed for 82 days and expired February 1st. All right. So maybe it was listed as a short sale or something, and they couldn't get the bank to agree on price or terms. That'd be a good reason why it didn't sell. Let's see. Okay, this one was listed for $575. I'm gonna take a couple more calls and then end this session.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, Brittany, your sphere of influence. So like your friends, family, people that know you. I wasn't sure if there was anybody that had gotten in contact with you or that you knew of after you got your real estate license that were looking to buy or sell. All right, so here's another one that went from expired to active. So this is the second time expired.
Sorry.
In October.
The person you called has a voicemail box.
And then they relisted it and it just expired again in February. Gotta see what this house looks like. What can you get for $575? Oh, it looks pretty. Oh, this looks really pretty. It's saying the Z estimate is $556. All right, here's another one for $325. It was on the market for 120 days. It was a condo. Let's see if they answer. It looks like that first one was our one for this call session. And that goes to show every single person that answers, you have to take seriously. That's why when you're dialing, like you have to be focused while you're dialing, not on social media, not checking your email. You have to be ready for the call. Like when it's dialing a lot, I'm not as talkative to you guys a lot of the time because I'm looking at the property address. I'm looking at the list price, days on the market, anything on there that could tell me some insight or help me with my call. And, you know, that's what I feel makes me so successful on the phone is that I'm ready for that phone call. And even my ISAs, you know, that I manage, they're not allowed to be on social media. I have them, like their workstation is monitored to where it shows me if they're on certain websites. It's not even allowed, you know, and if they don't get their contacts to appointments ratios, you know, then they're under review. So when you're sitting down to do your own dialing, make sure you have your script in front of you. You have your calendar. You have, you know, the data and information, and you're reviewing it as it's dialing. I'm going to call this gentleman back from Palm Desert real quick. And then when I get back on live, I'll be doing North Carolina. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. If you have any questions or anything, you can certainly put it on this post, and I'll see you guys here soon.
Brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.